YouTube? It's your boy Big Gap, and today we got an unboxing, fellas. We have the new Kyosho Mp9e Evo. As you know, I do have the Kyosho Inferno, not the Inferno, the Kyosho, what's the name of it? Neo. I have the Neo. This is the Evo. I have the Neo. So this is a new, well, I wouldn't say brand new, but a newer offering from Kyosho. And I really like the Kyosho cars. I dislike the fact that the RTRs come with Phillip head screws up under the bottom, but they seem to do pretty well. I have yet to strip one out. I was having problems when I first got the car trying to take screws loose because a lot of the screws, it's something on top of it, so you have to hold something down, whatever is spinning on top of it, like could be another screw or anything, and then you screw the other one out. So after I figured that out, I really haven't had a lot of problems with them, but I wish they would just do the the regular Allen keys, but they don't. But that's here nor there. Let's get into this unboxing, baby. This is one that I've been excited about for a long time. It was a few times I could have pulled the trigger on it, which I didn't, which I should have. But, you know what I'm saying, I finally got my hands on one, and I'm happy to get my hands on it. So with no further ado, we're gonna get right into this unboxing. I already did half of the work for you. So here we go. Pow. Yes, sir. She is a beauty, fellas. She is a beauty. We're gonna get come show y'all what came in the box. You have a good little bit of tools, man. I like to get these tools, man, even though sometimes when you have as many cars as I have, you have a whole lot of tools, but you never, you know what I'm saying, like tools like this, I never take them out. I always leave them in the pack. And when I lose one, then I'll pull one out of here. But you got Allen keys, you got comes with about 3 or 4 Allen keys. You know what, this thing may have Allen screws. Nah, it still has the Phillip head screws. But they give you like 1, 2, 3, 4 Allen keys. That's weird. Then this, I don't know what this right here is for. But then you got a wheel wrench. All right, that's that. Next up, you have your books. Comes with a bind, just a bind plug in there. Kyosho book. I'm very excited about getting this car to the track too, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And last but not least, 2.4 gigahertz remote transmitter. These transmitters right here are pretty good transmitters. They feel really good in the hand. They have a nice little bit of weight on them. They feel awesome in the hand. You know, I'll be upgrading it, you know, putting it to Futaba, but this remote right here is actually not a bad remote. It's pretty good, and it hooks your finger, so you don't have to worry about your finger sliding out too much. It hooks in there pretty good. But yeah, this is a nice remote, and it has a digital screen on it, so that's always a plus. All right, getting into the car. This car has updated shocks. They updated the shocks on my Evo, on my Neo 3.0. I caught HE double hockey sticks with those shocks, man. So I'm glad they upgraded these shocks. I don't see any leakages coming from the shocks like how it was on my Neo. But there you go, fellas. Get y'all a top view of it. Thing looks gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, we're gonna pop the hood and go through what's you know, the electronics, and then we'll talk about it for a little bit, then we'll get out of here. All right, so first up, we have a 2300 kV motor. Let me make sure I'm right on that. Yep, we have a 2300 kV motor, and we have a 120 amp ESC. Looks like a Hobby Wing rebrand, but maybe just like a little smaller. 120 amp ESC. We have a Metal Gear waterproof high torque servo, and you only have one plug, but it comes with the splitter to be able to run 2 batteries. On my Forest cars, I always just run 1 battery, so I'll be getting rid of taking this off, but it's cool because it's easy for you to just pull it off and pay out, you know, use it for something else, use it for another car that may have things. but I'll just be running one, and I'm gonna cut this and put an EC5 on it. I'll just be running one battery. So there it is, fellas. Kyosho Mp9e Evo. All right, so that was all the goods about it. There was one thing about it that I was mad. I had already I got this car for Christmas. This is a Christmas present from my wife. Christmas, I mean, you know, I picked it out, but yeah, it was a Christmas present from my wife. So I opened it on Christmas Day. As soon as I opened it on Christmas Day and I took it out of the box, I saw fluid. So immediately my mind was thinking it's the shocks, because I had so many problems with the front shocks on my Neo. So I'm like, oh man, the shocks is already leaking. But come to find out, fellas, it was not the shocks that were leaking. It was the center diff that was leaking. So before I even drive this car, I'm gonna have to go back in the center diff. I'm gonna have to read the books to see what they use, because this is a race buggy. So you don't have to use that real thick. You don't have to use 20 million. You know what I'm saying? You can just use something small. So I'm gonna go back through the book and see what the diff setups are on here, and I'm going to have to put the fluid back in the diffs and tighten it up. I think it's just loose. I'm hoping that it's just loose, because if I have to replace the diff, Kyosho will definitely be hearing from me, because I have a few of their cars. So I spent plenty of money with them, so they would definitely be hearing from me if the diff is actually bad. But I can show you inside of the bottom of the box. See that big stain? When you get a car and you see this stain like that on the bottom, you know it's fluid's leaking. And you could tell it had been leaking, and it leaked almost all the way out, because even on the white part of the box on the back, I don't know if y'all can see that. On the white part of the box on the back, you can see where the fluid was seeping through. And even on the box, it had even seeped through to the box that it actually came in. So that was very, 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 very disappointing for me, because I got a truck and my plan was to run it on Christmas Day. That's why it took me so long to actually get the unboxing up, because my plan was to do the unboxing on Christmas Day and run it on Christmas Day and get the video up Christmas night. But I can't run it until I figure out what's going on with that diff. But all in all, all my other Kyoshos, they run lights out. They all need to be geared up out of the box, because they are all a little bit slow. Most of them are 4S. The only one I have that 6S is that Psycho Cruiser, which it was still slow. It had like a 13.2 ping out of the box, so even though it's 6S, it still was slow. So, but the Kyosho cars, I will say, they are set up nice for racing, especially for beginner racers like me. People that's trying to start getting into racing and they don't have the money or they don't have the know-how to build a kit and put a good enough system in it for it to be able to keep up. This is a great alternative for that. It was $529, I want to say, $500 and something dollars, but this is a great alternative for those guys, and I will definitely be using this thing to race. I'm going to do a first run video and first thoughts. And then I'm going to be gearing it up, because I already know on that 4S with the ping that they have in there, it's probably going to be a little slow. So I will be gearing up to maybe 18 or maybe even a 20, because my Neo is on the 20 and it runs fine. It don't overheat or nothing. So yeah, I definitely will be gearing it up, but hopefully I can get into this diff. Everything is good, and y'all will see a running video up of it soon. I appreciate y'all sticking around watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever you like. YouTube, and I'm in it.